Hi guys, welcome to all for coming to watch new 3D digital sculpting tutorial video in my channel after a long time. In this video, I'm going to explain one of my commissioned 3D sculpting project. Here, I'm going to show you how can I make this ancient coin as a 3D digital sculpture in ZBRUSH. And before that, please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel Starkstefen 3D for learn all new 3D digital sculpting tutorials. First, you need to start with Lightbox. Choose a new sphere to start new project and import plane. So first, how to import the reference image to backside. Click draw menu and add image to the front and back area. And I'm here adjusting some enhancement settings like opacity in that floor area. It's called floor grid. If you want to turn off reference image, just shift plus P use for turn off the floor grid in your viewport. Here I am adjusted that opacity in that floor grid area, so I can see lesser image distraction of reference image, so I can draw to see 3D models better. Here I am using curve tri-fill brush on plane. Just I am drawing with a plane surface because the curved brushes working with any surface of geometry. So I am just choosing plane and draw with a curve tri-fill brush. And after drawing, the mesh will be automatically comes with a mask. So after draw, I need to split that mesh from that plane. After draw, I use always split unmasked command. So you can see that menu in subtool palette under the split menu. If you turn on the solo mode, it will be available on transform palette. When you working on the solo mode on that plane, when you do split unmasked, it will be automatically hide another splitting meshes and you can draw another mesh on that plane. That workflow will be makes very faster. If you don't know what about the solo mode, not a problem. You need to hide every time when you creating new meshes. If you are not using solo mode, just you need to understand that. So many times I am experimental guy. I am working with the 3D. I am going to create more faster and more quality on time. So when I am working with ZBRUSH, I've just cut for some of another methods like very lengthy methods. Just I want to short out simple method. So I'm experiment these techniques. It is working for me. So you can draw anything. You can practice. You find out any experimental options. Sharing with my techniques, my experience in that video. So it is working for me. After creating all base meshes, I'm just started with the face. Here, I'm just convert that mesh into Dynamesh. Here, I'm going to talk about polygon density. Just check out density, not more high, not very low. So medium will be better to start sculpting with the Dynamesh. So keep that on mind. You can just start with the Dynamesh if you doing good sculpting. Just see the some reference anatomy, facial anatomy, just learn that, because if you want a better eyes, better nose in 3D relief, you need to see that muscles, how it will be comes in real anatomy. It will be helps to improve your artwork in relief also. So one by one part I will work. The separate parts will be give you more details. You can easily add more details, more depth to that relief. Here I am using simple brushes, damp standard brushes and clay brushes. I'm just adding intensity to the ear part. When you're using backside reference images, you need to turn off the perspective in the floor panel. Transform panel, you need to turn off the perspective view. I'm just using flatten view. Keep working very straight in that viewport and just rotate on left side, see the depth. Here I am doing some adjustment. Also I am convert this mesh into ZBRUSH, not a Dynamesh here. So ZBRUSH gives you clean look of polygons with the lowest polygons, and you can also use that like for a hard surface, and more cleaner, more smoother, and more faster workflow comparing Dynamesh. So both you can also use anywhere. If you are good in 3D sculpting already, you can use Dynamesh. It will be works for you better. If you are a basic learner and you want to do more clean looks and easy adjustment, you can use ZBRUSH for good topology, and you can go with that topology and adding divide levels and just sculpting with that. Use increase the divide levels and decrease the divide levels. Use that workflow for getting better shapes for beginners. So the both workflow will be little bit different. You can also add divide levels to the Dynamesh also, but controlling the mesh will be more good in ZBRUSH. It means like ZBRUSH for auto retopology. So the mesh will be comes lesser polygon and good quality. It's like clean up the mesh. You can use the both things anywhere in separate objects. I'm working on separate objects. Some area I'm using Dynamesh, some area I'm using ZBRUSH and adding divide levels, and I am sculpting with that models. Just to keep working all the details on that mesh. Keep working different meshes. I'm adding more detail to the meshes. Here I'm just adding some alpha to the damp standard brush. I'm creating feather like this. Just to try experiment with the kind of different alpha into the damp brushes. This is ancient coin. I'm not adding more hard edges. It is very old ancient look. So I'm just sculpting how they sculpt in ancient time. So I'm just to keep that in mind when I'm creating what is the model I'm doing. So they need this much details. So I'm working like that, lesser detail and lesser smooth version. Just adding a little bit sculpting on these meshes. I'm adding more depth lines because it will be coming in 3D printing very good. When we do 3D printing, it will becomes very clear in small sizes. For small size jewelries or small type of miniature works, we need to add more deeper lines, more depth lines for mini size 3D models. I'm creating the simple details on that shield part. I'm going to use a standard brush. Draw border using standard brush. First I need to change strokes menu. I'm going to change lazy steps. So it will be give the kind of effect like a distanced dot. So I'm just drawing directly this kind of dots around the shield. So it will be gives border effect. The different techniques available, kind of more high detailed 3D modeling, we can use different techniques. Here just I'm using a standard brush and increasing lazy steps, and I'm getting that kind of effect when we do manual in a hand. So it will be gives you natural look. And here I'm importing Q cylinder for creating base of coin. I'm just added divide levels to that Q cylinder. Its shortcut is Ctrl D. When I give Ctrl D, I will adding one more divide levels to that mesh. You can see more divide level options in geometry panel. Here I am going to merge all my subtools without a background mesh. For merging all the meshes you created as a single mesh in same subtool, just to go Z plugin, click the subtool master, and you get some new menus like this, and click merge it. You will get that whole merged mesh into same subtool. Now I am going to create that mesh as a alpha. Click open the alpha menu. For creating this merged mesh as a 3D alpha, just click from mesh. Increase the resolution of map size and Navigate, zoom out little bit for safe border and click OK. Now I'm going to create this Alpha 2 3D relief by clicking to mesh from Alpha palette. After getting this plane relief mesh, I'm just decreasing scale level of Z axis. After that, click Ctrl Shift, choose knife rectangle brush and cut it backside. The knife brush is new feature. It will be gives a boolean effect on that plane. After creating this relief plane using alpha, you can cut backside, flatten using this kind of knife selection brush for closing backside. What are the advantages of creating 3D alpha for creating relief works? First of all, we are converting all the geometry as a 2D image. In the 2D image, it is called depth map, not a 3D alpha. It is called depth map. It saves Z depth information from the geometry. It is one axis depth information only they take. It will be converted as a single image. It is called 3D alpha in ZBRUSH. Now see here, in this final stage I am use smooth brush, smoothing out the hard edges of connected subtool areas. Merged border parts we need to smoothing out wherever that works need. You need to do that for completion. In this final stage I am just connected that mesh to the base mesh of coin. For ancient look I am adding some noise from surface option. We can now merge the both meshes using boolean techniques or dynamesh. After that, use designation master for decreasing poly count and save as STL. And one more happy news about our YouTube channel Starkstefen 3D. We got award from one of top YouTube channel in Tamil, Vijay Varadaraj, founder of Temple Monkeys team. This big channel in Tamil, they recognized our work and they find many YouTubers, they are doing long time and no bigger views, no bigger subscriber counts, and still they are doing best in that channel. They are continuously doing with passion. So they gives award for every simple channels and they doing best in own ways. So I got for my channel, I am very proud to be get that. I thanks for everyone to still supporting me and still appreciating all my works in my channel, and I will do my best in my channel. If you want to watch full award video, full talk video, but it is in Tamil, you can watch it on Temple Monkeys channel. I give link in the description. And big thanks to top supporter Bernie Fraser. Thank you. This English version happens because of Bernie Fraser. He support me to create this English video. So I dedicate the time and they give some supporting money. If anyone like to support me to do any particular tutorial videos, it's very helpful to make grow our channel. Thanks Bernie Fraser again. Thank you so much. We'll catch you again in Starkstefen 3D YouTube channel. Please like, please subscribe, turn on the notification button for getting notification immediately when I upload YouTube videos. Please follow on Starkstefen 3D in Instagram and Facebook. Thank you again and bye from Stephen.